Welcome to the Not My Friend podcast. How you doing?
Period. What's up?
Per.
They already we do introductions. We getting into it.
We get into it. Who are you?
I'm Ty, Prince Ty Gang Gang on TikTok and
Ty Gang
Instagram.
Gang.
Let me go ahead and spell it out. It's PRINCETYGANGGANG. Yeah, follow me.
I'm Queen Martia. Martia to some. Just overall baddie. Follow me. QUEENMARTIA. How you doing today, Pud?
I'm good,
We
Pud.
call each other Pud.
Yes, that's
Sweet,
our love language.
like pudding,
That's our love
like
language.
sweetie pie. Because some people out there, hate and they go, "Well, what does pud mean?" It means pudding. It's my
But I
pudding.
mean, that's my Pud.
Sweet.
That's my sweet thing, my boo thing.
We've been talking about starting a podcast for a real long time,
We have.
fairly long time.
Yeah, and one thing about us, we gonna do what the fuck we say we gonna do.
And we got it done.
Each and every time, and we got it done. So I'm very proud of us.
Very proud of us.
You my friend. You my friend I ain't gotta worry about. When we say ideas will come to life when it comes to us. So that's what I love about my friend. She about her business.
Definitely. We felt like what was missing in the podcast realm, I would say, is
One, realness.
and friendship. A lot of y'all focus on intimate real relationships, romantic relationships, and that's not a problem.
And controversial.
And controversial gossip, and that's fine. We into tea too. We into love too, but just really about friendship because I feel like we
Yeah.
have such a beautiful friendship.
And then we also had a conversation not too long ago about people not really knowing how to be friends because unfortunately we live in a society where a lot of people really don't come from love or don't know what love is. And because they don't know what love is, they don't know how to be a good friend to you. And a lot of times
They not good people.
that
I would go
yeah,
farther. I would
yeah.
say that y'all are not good people. Y'all are not good within. So me trying to be in a friendship with you and ask you to be a good friend to me, it doesn't come natural. I
Right.
think we're losing that. I feel like when we was little, when we was kids, being a good friend, that was a badge of honor. That was something that you wanted to be. Like, I'm a good
Yeah.
friend. I feel like that may be missing these days.
Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying is that I recently learned that a lot of people don't come from love and they don't know what love is. And so if you're dealing with someone they don't love themselves, why are you so surprised when someone does something that you care about and that you love when they actually betray you? They betray everybody. I mean, let's just keep it real. I literally know people who they don't love themselves. So every relationship that they have, whether it's friendships, associates, co-workers, being in relationships with their intimate
Relationships.
partners, they don't really know how to be any of those things because they don't know what love is. And so a lot of times I see people saying like, why did my friend betray me? There's multiple reasons for that, but a lot of times the reason why the person betrayed you really had nothing to do with who you really
were.
with who you are. It has a
who
lot to
they
do with
were.
who they are. And it's unfortunate because a lot of people, I see them giving their all in friendships. I see them giving their all in relationships, and they always get the short end of the stick. And it's just one of those things where you just have to just say to yourself, just move on. Because when I always have this little saying,
What's your saying?
if a motherfucker gonna betray you, they gonna eventually betray you. I said what I said. A lot of times y'all be friends and y'all be friends with somebody.
They don't be friends.
Baby, they be friends
They
with the
don't be
enemy.
friends.
Like and for me, I had to learn like I sit back and I think about some of the friends that I used to have, and I'm just like, I should have known that this shit was gonna go to hell because some of these folks been toxic their whole life.
whole life.
They
The mama
they
toxic.
come from toxic households. They come from Everything about them is toxic. And so what you think what they giving to you you ain't gonna be toxic? Child, please. A lot of these people are products of their environments, and a lot of these people ain't out here doing the work or want to do the work to be a person. They just too busy out here being messy boots down T because they just want to tell they just go to fucking hookah lounges every day and just want to tell everybody's fucking tea, but don't want to tell they motherfucking tea when they fucking life is in fucking shambles and they fucking know it, and that's why they mad. But we're not gonna go there.
We not.
Today.
We not going there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not. We're going to be good.
So we started the podcast really to unpack friendship and do it with us because we're really good friends.
Because we wanted to show y'all some genuine shit. Because there's a lot of people out there that honestly have very fake-ass surface-level friendships. And so I think it's important to show real friends who truly support each other and love each other. And not only that, like, we're completely different people, but we can still find a common ground when it comes to love. Like, I'm not in competition with you. I would never be in competition with you. Not only that, but you a woman. If I'm going to compete with anybody, I'm going to compete with a man. Okay. But I'm not going to compete with a woman.
But just in general, I don't really feel like you're supposed to be competing in friendships.
I agree.
So I'll lead with that.
I agree, but
I don't even want to make that oh, well, you're not competing with me because I'm not a man. You shouldn't be competing with your friend.
Agree, but on the flip side of it, I have been in friendships where motherfuckers want to compare apples to apples, oranges and oranges. Oh, you just got this good job, so now I can't wait to go. And it's almost like a lot of us have been in friendships where the bitch that you friends with always got to have a one-up on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
I've had a lot of frenemies.
No, I don't want to be in no friendship where we try to...
Not now.
Because you can one up on me all you want to, and I'm going to win each and every motherfucking time. Oh, it is what it is. But I thank God that I no longer have those type of friendships because friendship and love is not a competition. If I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You could be broke and poor, and I'm going to sit back and be the friend that's going to have a strategy for, let's get this money. Let's get this bag. Let's get this coin. I'm going to uplift you. I'm going to motivate you. I'm not going to kick you while you down. You know, we've been seeing a lot of content on TikTok and other social media platforms where people have been going to Miami or going to these different places and coming back not friends. I just did a video on my own personal page that basically said that, baby, if you ever want to know where you stand with a friend or anybody, piss them off and see how they react. The more toxic and foul and vile they react, the more you see exactly what you need to see. It don't take you going to Miami to realize if somebody fuck with you or not. Piss them off, and you gonna see how they react. If a friend just responds and says, "What are you doing? Where's this coming from? I don't understand. This behavior is not in line with the person I know." That person is genuinely trying to understand you. But when somebody is fuck that bitch, fuck your kids, talking about your weight, coming for you,
they was never
your damn friend from the start. So a lot of times I just tell people, look at people for who they are and how they react.
So I feel like that's a good transition point because we got into just overall what we feel about friendships. But let's tell the people how we became friends.
Oh.
How we become friends? I'm gonna tell my version.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell my version
Go
first.
ahead. You go ahead.
Because my version, I learned later, is a little different than your version.
Oh, Jesus.
But we didn't know that at first.
Can I get my mimosa?
Get your mimosa.
Okay. Because I'm gonna need a sippy sip for this one.
Okay. So we had a mutual friend.
So just so everybody know, I blink a lot because I got chronic dry eyes.
So
just I be getting out a lot in my videos.
And I do a lot, y'all, with my lips.
Yeah, just everybody be like,
I feel like I got big scrumptious, like pouty lips. So you probably see me on camera like
lips.
I don't, but in my head I do.
You do.
So don't check me.
But you know I won't.
Yeah.
I don't
so
check
in my mind I got big lips. I got pouty lips like Tiana Taylor.
I'm asking my
business.
So
if you see me in the video doing that, that's all that's given.
And if you see me blinking like crazy, bitch, I got chronic dry eye. And so, bitch, my eyes be dry as a motherfucker. I can put a million fucking eye drops in them bitches, and I'm still gonna be like, blink on these hoes, blink on these hoes, blink on these hoes. Anyway, now that we got the imperfections out the way, get into it, friend.
Because we know y'all gonna get into it.
We know they're gonna get into it. Because, baby, people be looking at you up and down, be like, what's tea?
What's teacup?
Right.
That's tea. He blinked, and I got big lips in my head. Okay. We had a mutual friend. The mutual friend, we're not going to say her real name. So for the example's sake, her name is P. I was living in LA at the time. I lived in LA for 5 years. I just came back to the DMV, DC area. She called me up And she like, hey Mar. I'm like, hey girl. She like, let's hang out for the weekend. She's like, my mutual friend who I met in San Diego, he's from your area. He live in your area. And I think y'all would do really, 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 really good together. So I'm like, okay, girl, let's hang. She never said anything negative to me about Ty. She never said that she felt like we wouldn't get along. She never gave me any indication of that. She made it all upbeat. She made it all positive. She said, we're going to have a good time. We're going to hang. Cool. I met you. What was your first impression when you first met me?
Gag. So.
Gag? What? What I do?
Okay, so.
Get into me.
I was in LA. So I was traveling. I was in LA basically every month during the pandemic. I said, fuck this East Coast shit.
And it was the pandemic time. You right.
I said, fuck this bullshit. I'm going to the West Coast and live. So I was going to the West Coast like every month.
Yeah.
I was just having a vibe, just being in LA, just going to the beach, honestly, chilling, just living my life. And
we calling the mutual friend P. I don't want you to forget that.
And so every time I came out to LA, I reached out to my mutual friend P, even prior to me coming to LA, because I'd be like, hey, I'm going to be in LA. Because, I know people got stuff going on. So I'd be like, hey, I'm going to be in LA in 3 weeks or a month. I'm here from, for a week or so, however long I'm there. Let's link. So she'll always say stuff like, well, what do you want to do when you get here? I can take you to some parties and stuff like that. I can take you to some stuff where you can meet some people. I'm like, cool. So she did those things. And she was like, I want you to meet one of my friends that I met during acting class. And I think y'all a vibe because, you from Chicago, she from DC, and, you live out that way. So I think y'all will be good to, y'all may catch a vibe. And then I was like, okay, cool. She was like, now I don't know, she kind of wild. She kind of out there. She kind of this and she kind of that. And I was just like, well, I don't give a damn. I said, I'm just going to see what her energy is giving, and I'm just going to go based on her energy. And that's it. And I didn't come in with the expectation that we was going to be friends.
No, we was just hanging out.
We was just hanging out. I'm like, look, we just about to go drink, go to some parties, go to the beach, do some fun stuff. So I don't really care. We ain't, as long as she ain't crazy and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, then you're gonna have a vibe. So I went into meeting her. When I met her, I was like,
with a negative impression.
About her. But then
because you was told that I was wild.
And child, this woman walks into my hotel room with a blue fitted dress with heels, face serving. I mean, just giving everything that needed to be gave.
A down.
Came in, child, just legs in the air, just didn't give a damn. Didn't know me from Jack Chan. Talk about what's up, boo, da da da. And it was like from that moment,
we was friends.
We was like this.
Instant.
Because I love people who can genuinely be who you are and not give a fuck. She came in my hotel room lit as fuck and didn't give a damn about what I thought, my perception, any of that.
No.
And I received that, and it was like we just connected ever since. And you know what's so crazy to me? A lot of times people, when they introduce you, they kind of want to be the gatekeeper.
Oh.
And so it's so funny to me how
she tried to keep the
it's
gate.
so crazy to me how the people that introduce you don't make it. Baby, P didn't make it.
She didn't make it.
We still here. P was eliminated.
So it's been 4 years.
It's been 4 years.
We've been friends for 4 years, y'all.
But I thank God because P needed to bring us
closer
together.
But what was your impression of me?
My impression of you,
what was your impression?
Fun, outgoing. But even though you was lit down,
I was fried.
You was fried. Her extra crispy. She was drunk as fuck.
I was fried. I drank tequila blanco at the time.
Yep.
I was fried.
Even then, but you was drunk. You still was able to have a very meaningful conversation with me.
I was,
and I think to me that was like dope because I'm not able to really have conversations like that when I'm fried. Her extra crispy. So
I can.
There was this level of intelligence that I was like, oh, she got it. Like she really is. She's thought provoking.
So I took him to. I had a boyfriend at the time. I had a boyfriend at the time.
We're gonna talk about that in another episode.
And he was, long story short, we talk about him later.
He was a rapper.
He was, ooh. Ooh. You ain't had to say it.
Okay.
You ain't had to say it.
I said what I said.
He was a hood guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he had us in the hood.
We almost died on the 405.
I was wild to a certain extent. She didn't lie, meaning like I had a wild boyfriend at the time, but what I didn't like and what I didn't appreciate was that she made it seem like I was wild and she didn't speak to my positives, I would say.
Yeah.
I felt like,
true.
Why not say the positive things about me?
Mm-hmm.
She look good. Her body tea.
Mm-hmm.
She's thought-provoking. She's a deep person. She prayed up. And she fun. I didn't like that she made it like I'm just so wild of a person.
I think in her defense, and I'm just making an assumption. A lot of times people will associate us with the people that we are in relationships with. And I think that
we didn't know each other.
Correct.
So maybe she was, just in case it did
go
left,
south.
God forbid.
She
was like, well, let me put the warning in. But let me say this, friend. This is why I don't agree with that. Because as you saw, nothing went left. So what if, from your perspective, your energy wasn't receptive and you was already closed off because she already made it seem like she's wild, she's this, she's that. That wasn't good for her to do.
I agree.
She should have left that out and just said, he lives in the DMV area. I think y'all would do good, and let's just see. Because that's all she told me. So I didn't have no impression of you one way or the other.
Right.
I didn't go into it with nothing because she didn't tell me nothing.
Some people will do that. Some people, you'll tell them a little bit of that information.
I didn't like that she put my boyfriend at the time.
Yeah. And then that, people will kind of be like, Then when they meet you, they already kind of have this
like,
bug in their ear.
You could have been like,
I could have been like, I'm
like
good.
That.
But I thank God that I have the spirit of discernment because,
it went good.
Let's just be clear. The spirit of discernment, I just be like, sometime God be looking after me, and then sometimes I be doing stupid shit, and I meet people and I just be like, no, I'm gonna give them a chance, and the whole time in my head it's like, run, go the other way, delete their number, block their number.
Mine is my stomach. If I feel a pit, like I call it the pit of hell. If I feel a pit of hell in my stomach, I can't ignore it. It'll be heavy. My stomach. I'm like, no. But I don't want to get too far off. I want to tell you my impression of you.
You fine. And mine is my headache. Just before if I get a headache after I meet somebody or whatever,
it's off.
That means run. And I literally, at this point in my life, when I start getting a headache, if I meet somebody new, or like, baby, you gotta go. And I just be like praying sometimes, like, Lord, please don't let me have, it could be a headache, but that person really ain't bad. But now it's happened so many times. I'm running.
You run.
I'm out. Bye, boo. Go ahead, boo. Go ahead.
So my impression of you, we was at this wild party, and my impression of him was, you were so kind. Because my boyfriend at the time was a wild nigga. And we was getting into it like Ike and Tina this specific night. And my boyfriend at the time called himself being shady. And when I was walking down the steps, because like he said, I was dressed really nice. I had on a blue dress, high heels. And I was going down the steps. And I damn near, friend, because I was fried, I feel like I was about to fall. And all I can remember is my friend reaching like this. And you helped me down the stairs. And you was such a gentleman. And we have been friends. He has had my heart ever since. So that's how I would say I want to define friendships, and specifically this friendship. I look at my friends like my family. I'm not the type of person that views a friendship as anything less. You are locked in. You are my family. I'm looking at it like it's for life. And I understand that it might not be, because, in life, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
But I'm the type of person, if you're my friend, I take it with the utmost seriousness and respect. You're like family to me. I treat you like my family.
You definitely
Would you say that's accurate?
I would say you're on point with that.
How would you define friendships? What do they mean to you?
The same. I would say similar to what you just mentioned. Like, when I fuck with you, you become my brother or my sister. When I refer to you as my brother or my sister, that means I'm locked in. Um, but I've learned recently that I used to equate longevity with quality of friendships. And as you know, we've had this conversation on numerous occasions. I no longer equate longevity with quality.
Yeah.
I was friends with someone that I've known since I was 20. I've known them for a very long time. And when we reconnected because we lost contact for over a decade, 11, 12 years, and we found each other on social media and decided to go to LA, and just have some fun and talk about what's been going on. My friend had a child, and I was excited about hearing more about their child. And, they're, 12 years old now. And I just was like, wanted to hear more about what life has been going, how life has been going for them for the past 12 years. And it just, LA was a disaster. It was.
So you're saying you no longer equate the years you've been friends with somebody with the quality and the depth of the friendship.
Correct.
You've only known me for 4 years, but we're locked in.
Correct.
It's not about that you had to know me for 10 years plus.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Longevity doesn't mean anything. A lot of, and I hate to say this, but we live in a real world. A lot of people have been a lot of people have relationships with their mothers, and they know their damn mama. They came out of their mama's womb, and their mama don't even like them. And so you
Don't like them?
Don't like them. And they mamas tell them that they don't like them. And so you think a friend gonna give a fuck about you? I said what I said, and I just have to be real, and we're not gonna sit up here and act like people don't have toxic relationships with their damn mamas and their damn daddies and shit. These mamas and daddies didn't know what the fuck they was doing. And we also gonna have to sit up here and stop acting like parents don't play like they the fucking victim either. Cause they do. So you think a friend ain't gonna betray your ass?
I love you.
Friend, I'm always keep it real. Go ahead, what's the?
Can we play a game?
She love playing games. I get sick of her wanting to play a damn game all the
I
time.
love games.
But let's do it. I'll do it for you, Tink Tink.
Friend or foe?
Friend or foe? Do you know the?
And we gonna end with our song because we ain't start with our song.
Okay, fine. Let's get into it.
Question number 1.
Okay.
Do you think someone is a friend or foe if they only want to be your friend for how pretty, handsome, or attractive you are? Is that a friend or is that a foe?
Can you repeat that?
Okay. Someone that only wants to be your friend for how pretty, handsome, or attractive you are. Is that a friend or is that a foe?
Oh, that's a hard.
And just initially, this person is like, ooh, Todd, he T. I want to be his friend because he look good. Is that a friend or a foe?
I can't necessarily say it's a friend or a foe. I do believe, in my personal experience, our energies attract people.
Yeah.
A lot of times, people are going through things in their lives, and sometimes people just are attracted to rays of sunshine. And one thing about me, I have a light, and I'm gonna always let my light shine. And I understand because I have a light, sometimes I may attract the wrong people.
Yes.
When I talk about wrong people, darkness, it may not necessarily be someone who is a bad person, but sometimes your light can attract darkness, like you said. So I can't necessarily say it's a friend or foe. I think in those instances, sometimes your light can attract both friends and foes.
I agree 100%. I don't necessarily think you're a friend. You're a foe if you say, well, dang, she pretty, she T. I want to be her friend. I think it can potentially go left when somebody may be insecure about how they look.
Mm-hmm.
So they only want to be around you because you look good, and they feel like, well, I'm going to get this type of guy. I'm going to be around this type of people. I'm going to be able to borrow her clothes. I'm going to be able to do her in or him in because of their look. So I think it could be friend initially, but if it's unchecked and untamed, I think it could go more far.
And also, too, a lot of times your light will attract people because you may be in a space where you can put people in spaces that they otherwise would not be in if they didn't know you or weren't associated with you. But we definitely have to talk more about that in episode number 2 because you already know I've dealt with that situation. So
okay, is someone a friend or foe? And by foe, we don't necessarily literally mean just enemy. We just mean like they're bum.
Yeah, because
like they foe.
So a foe can just not like you.
Yeah, you just foe.
Yeah,
like a faux fur. Get a real one. Someone that is 30 years old plus 30 plus, and they do not have an established friend group or circle.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. I can't say friend or foe. I'm pleading fifth. Because I do know people who are extremely introverted, and it's a hard one because it's like they fuck with people, but then again they don't fuck with people, and it's not something that they. It's hard to explain, but I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
I ain't pleading the fifth. That's a foe. That's a red flag. 30 plus, and you don't have you don't have established friends. You're nuts. You're off. You're a whack job. Don't like it. Don't want to participate. You should have at least 3 friends. 30 plus. Foe.
Oh, you hard on the girls.
I'm wrapping up.
You hard on the girls.
I'm hard on y'all today.
Oh, I was trying to give a bitch grace, but okay.
So we're going to sing our song. We're going to close it out by singing our song. Ty, Martia, Prince Ty Gang Gang, Queen Martia. Go follow us. Go follow the Not My Friend podcast on Instagram.
And TikTok.
MOTTMYFRIENDDD. And, subscribe.
And thank y'all. This is our first episode, and I hope y'all tune in and tell us what y'all think about it. Mwah.
We got to sing our song.
Let's go.
Start off.
No, you start out.
Y'all bear with us on this song.
Yeah, because
it's real cute, and we're going to get it right for y'all. We're going to take it more serious. Who?
Not my friend.
What?
Not my friend. When? Not my friend. What? Not my friend. Why? Not my friend. Period. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed our first episode. Mwah.